Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Reality Club. I'm one of your hosts, Alicia.
And I'm Lauren, and happy 2026.
Yes, we're back for another season of a reality recap. We're recapping, as you can tell from the title, Traitors USA Season 4. In today's episode, we're going to be doing episode 1 and 2
Of season 4.
of season 4. There was 3 episodes dropped last night, but we're going to start with 1 and 2, and then we're going to have our recap of episode 3 come out in a few days. And yeah, then we'll have one weekly for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and just so you know, we haven't watched the third episode yet, so
Right.
if we're talking like we don't know what happened in it or who went home, that is exactly why.
Yes, we don't know what happens. Well, we do know what happens in episode 1 and 2, and I could not be more excited for Traitors to be back.
Me too. I honestly don't know who I'm most excited to watch on it.
I know. I honestly, the cast, like when it was released, I looked at it and I was excited because I did know, like, I don't know, probably a third of the cast. But after watching even honestly, just after watching episode 1, I was like, this is a good cast.
Yep, you could tell. You could
Yeah.
tell by also how they're, I feel like, connecting together already.
Yes.
And I mean, we watched the third season together, and then we both went back and watched the second.
Yes.
So we haven't seen the first, or have you?
I haven't seen all of the first. I know what happens though.
Oh.
So I do want to watch it.
Okay.
I've been meaning to get to it. I know we kind of watched backwards because we just found Traitors last year. And it's my current favorite reality competition show, I think.
Yeah. I think it's just nice to watch a reality show that's not about, like, dating for once and, like, that kind of drama.
We do love a dating show.
Yeah. It's just kind of fun to see, like, the drama in this kind of way.
I know. I like
And there
it.
was already, like, some heated people, I feel like, in the first, like, 2 episodes.
I like it because I've always loved a competition show. Like, I
Yeah.
grew up loving Big Brother. And so I feel like...
True, I guess this is more comparison to that. I never watched Big Brother.
Did you watch Survivor?
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay, like, I watched Survivor enough to know, like, what it's about, but I didn't watch every single season.
That's fair. I've watched a couple seasons of Survivor,
Yeah.
but I haven't watched a ton. But I feel like it's a good mix of, like, competition and a competition show. I like that there's no... I don't know. There's not, like, a real strategy.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Well, it's like how they call them the gamers. Like, the Big Brother characters, the Survivor characters, those are, like, the gamers of the Traitors world.
I actually think that you bring it up. That's so funny because they're always like, we're the gamers. We
Yeah.
have to stick together. And I'm like, you were on one reality gaming
Literally.
show. Like, I know you have like a season of experience in your back pocket, but like you were also just a nobody when you went on the reality show. So like you had to learn the game.
Exactly.
So I'm like, do you have an advantage? I actually think the gamers have a disadvantage.
I think so, too.
So it's kind of funny that like the gamers have to stick together. We're the gamers, gotta watch out for the gamers. And I'm like, you literally were just a person before your game show.
Yeah.
And so are these people who haven't like done a competition game show.
Yeah. And I mean,
you know?
yes, that could make them more strategic, but that also puts, like, a
It
wicked
puts
target.
a huge target on their back. Like literally in my notes, like not jumping too far ahead into the episode or to episode 2 even, but like one of my first notes was what did I write? Oh, they're gonna be on Ian right away. That's what I put.
Oh.
It was like literally one of my first like few notes I wrote of the whole episode.
Was he one of the Survivor guys?
So Ian
Or Big
no,
Brother?
Ian's from Big Brother. I watched.
Wait, was he not the one that went home the first night?
Well, we can't. That is literally so far into the episode, but yes. I guess we should say.
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant
If you haven't
the
watched
taste, but not the
episode
name.
2, maybe don't watch this episode. Come back once you've watched episode 1 and 2.
Oh, true. Okay, I'm sorry. That was at the start of episode 2.
So sorry about that spoiler if you haven't watched it.
Maybe we can bleep it out.
No, but I mean, this is episode 1 and 2. So if you're watching, that's on you.
That was just for me to confirm who we were talking about, to be
Yes,
honest.
but Ian is from Big Brother. He was from season 14, and he was also on All Stars. But he won his season of Big Brother. And yeah, I watched his season. I liked Ian, so like I was kind of excited to see him play this game, but I knew that he'd be a target because they always target like Big Brother people, Survivor people, because they think that because they've done 1 season or 2 seasons of a competition show that they're so much better at it.
But it also seems like they're very big on targeting the housewives. Last season we watched, it was the same thing. The first, like, I swear 4 episodes was all about, it's got to be the housewives. It's always the housewife.
I know.
And of course, the first episode, there's already, I think it was that one. I got to get the names out because that's going to.
There are a lot of housewives this season, but there always are. I think there's 5.
But, I mean, what's his face even said? I forget his name. Michael? He's like, there's 5 housewives, there's 5 gamers. So he's like, mathematically, it makes sense that at least one of the housewives and one of the gamers are a traitor.
But there's 23 people.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I do find it funny, like, we're kind of just jumping right into episode 1 now, but I do find it funny. No, we'll wait. Let's go in order a little bit. We're jumping quite ahead, but it is funny that I do agree with you on the housewives. That this season the housewives are the traitors, and last year they were going for them, thinking they were the traitors. But anyway, we'll get into it. In terms of like cast, who from the cast did you know and were excited to see?
Obviously, I knew Mark.
Right.
Rob from Love Island.
Rob,
our snake wrangler. Love Rob. I knew Rob, and from Love Island, I knew Maura too.
So Rob R.
Yeah.
Rob R. Okay. You knew Maura? Oh yeah, from Love Island.
Just from the Love Island world. I didn't watch much Love Island UK, but I knew her from that.
I didn't watch any Love Island UK, which I should probably get on.
It's like the OG. That's
I know.
like
I know, that's the OG.
nuts.
And I also don't watch After Sun. I don't know if it's available in Canada.
It is, but I don't watch After Sun either. Okay. So I don't want. That's why I don't know much about Maura. I just kind of know of her, and like I've seen her before. And
so far, I really like her. She's funny.
I do too.
She's so funny.
She's so cute. I feel like she's someone who could probably like just end up being like friends with everyone. Like she'd be a good alliance.
Yes.
I knew Lisa Rita.
Okay.
Because I'm a big Housewives fan now.
She, I didn't know Lisa. I don't know a lot of like Housewives world. I haven't watched anything.
Okay. I actually knew her though from, like, she was on another show, something years and years ago when I would watch with my family.
It's funny that you say that because I did a little like a
little deep dive.
Not a deep dive. I did a little bit of research on everyone going into it because I was like, I want to know who these people are. I know one of the backstories, like. Because I wanted to like guess who the traitors would be because I thought that would be fun. And I literally wrote down her name. I wrote Lisa Rina.
As a traitor?
So I wrote her as, she was the one, as soon as I read her description, I put traitor. Because her description, I literally just wrote the first sentence, but it said, Lisa Rina is a 61-year-old icon, actress, entrepreneur, author, model, and reality TV star.
Everything.
And then there was like all these things she's done, and I was like, yep, she's a traitor. Put her down.
She's done everything. And she wants to do everything.
Yeah. So I guessed her as a traitor.
Yep. So
that was
my first pick.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god. So just for everyone to know, Alicia and I did decide before watching the first episode that we would maybe, I guess, pick a couple names of who we would either want to see or like who we would think.
I put guess.
I mostly thought who I would would see because most of the people I wanted I don't think would be good traitors.
But yeah, and who else was on your list for
of
people?
Traitors?
Yeah.
Or people I know?
Of people, or both, who you thought would be a traitor, or who you're excited to see.
Well, we can also, speaking of Housewives, Dorinda was in our last season 3 of Traitors. So she's back, made it through the first episode, so we absolutely love that.
I know.
I actually had Mama Kelsey as a traitor only because I feel like they never pick the contestants that are older.
Okay.
Maybe they did in season 2, that one girl. But no, I just kind of think that they never pick someone who's a little older. I thought she would be just someone nobody would expect. But then after watching the first 2 episodes, I was like, oh, maybe people are kind of seeing that coming.
Well, she could be a traitor still.
I know.
We don't know because we don't know.
No.
We'll get into it, but we still don't know who the secret traitor is from episode 1 and 2. So we don't know. Maybe she is a traitor. And if you know who, I don't think they're going to reveal it in episode 3,
I honestly hope they don't. This is something that in past season, or when we watched season 3, I remember looking back and thinking, I wish we could watch it not knowing who a traitor was.
Do you think they'll reveal... Okay, we haven't watched episode 3, so maybe they reveal everything in episode
This would be
3.
so embarrassing if they do.
And if they do, don't comment. Don't comment.
Yeah. No spoilers.
No spoilers in the comments. Only 1 and 2 only. But do you think when they reveal the identity of the secret traitor, they'll reveal it to the audience too, or do you think they'll just reveal it to just the traitors?
I feel like if they're gonna reveal it to the traitors, they're gonna reveal it to us.
I know, and I kind of
Or
don't
they're
want them
just
to.
not gonna reveal it. I would rather them not reveal it at all, and
Yeah.
then see how far I guess that traitor could go. Because imagine that feeling at the round table. Like, we always know at the round table whether they're gonna say they're faithful or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're actually sitting there like, we don't even know what they're gonna say.
I know.
And I absolutely love that. And I love being able to watch everyone interact and to, like, just, I don't know, like, see if you could pick up on things, like people being a little sketchy or, like, sneaky.
Yeah, we'll get it more into the secret traitor, but I do really like the idea of, yes, I like not knowing who a traitor is, but I also like it for the traitors right now. It's kind of a bad deal for them, honestly,
Yeah.
because like they don't get to choose right now who they pick from. However, I think it's beneficial for the traitors because right now they also have this person they're trying to figure out. So when they're like interacting with people, I think it actually benefits them because they're still hunting a traitor technically.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out who it could be. And so it makes it like more natural for them to be like talking to people being like, who could it be?
Yeah.
Because they have to, it's not acting. They actually need to figure out who it is.
If you were chosen to be a traitor, would you rather be the secret one or in the group? In this scenario, like, of how they're playing it.
I definitely think I would want to be the secret traitor because you have all, like, you make the short list.
Yeah.
So like you just pick, you get full control of who goes home right away.
It'd also be kind of nice to not have to know that nobody could turn on you because
Yeah.
we've seen in previous seasons like traitors turn on traitors and that
Does
happens
the
a lot.
secret traitor know who the
No.
traitors are?
No, and remember in the first, or I guess in the second, whatever one they were listing, because I'm assuming if you're here you've watched, but if you haven't, the secret traitor is the one who picks 3 people, and then the group of traitors have to pick out of those 3 people who dies.
Yeah.
So the secret traitor put Rob on that list.
Right. True.
So
Yeah,
they literally have no idea.
They'd feel so isolated right now.
But
Crazy.
and that's what they said, which that would be scary, but it also might benefit their game more being on their own because you really can't trust anyone. And we've
True.
seen that.
I just think that would be fun. But would you want to be a traitor or faithful?
I would not want to be a traitor.
Really?
No, I'm such a bad liar. It'd be so stressful.
I would be a terrible traitor, but I literally can't lie.
I
But
think I'd be a good secret traitor, but I'd be a bad group traitor.
I just think I'd be being a faithful, you really have zero control at all. Because, like, there's no strategy as a faithful, really. Like, you kind of just have to make relationships and hope for the best that the relationships you make are traitors.
That's true.
Because, like, I think the only strategy as a faithful, because I try to think about it, this is why I love this game, because I feel like there isn't really a strategy. There's so many moving pieces and so many uncontrollables. It's hard to have a strategy at all.
Yeah.
But I think if I was a faithful, I would just try to build relationships as much as I could. And if I ever had a hunch of who a traitor was, I would just befriend them. Because if you know who
that
a
could be a good
traitor is, I
strategy.
feel like the only strategy is to find who a traitor is and not call them out. And just hold on to that information for as long as possible, become their friend, become close to them so they trust you, and then...
Yeah,
Like-
but think of how that worked out for Boston Rob.
Rob didn't know who a traitor was.
No, but Boston Rob was a faithful who I feel like kept trying to...
Wasn't Rob Rob was not a faithful, he was a
I
traitor.
thought he was a faithful. Oh no, I'm thinking about Dylan. Dylan and Rob's dynamic.
Yeah, Rob... Yeah, and Dylan
Dylan
won.
and Rob's dynamic. Okay, yeah.
Because that's how Dylan made it all the way, because he was friends with Rob.
That's true.
I don't think he knew.
Dylan got lucky because Rob turned on his other traitors. But that could have gone, I feel like, a lot
But I
differently.
think there's always going to be 1 or 2 faithfuls that every traitor wants to protect, because they do need protection outside of their traitors. They need people who are going to like root for them, and you know what I mean? They need support even if they don't know they're a traitor. So
Yeah.
I think that'd be this plan, is like try to figure out who it is, but never like show your cards.
It's hard because they always say, like, no matter what kind of personality you are, I feel like you get targeted. If you're too quiet, then you're the guy who's too quiet and there's a problem with that. If you're too loud, well, you're a traitor because why are you the one who's too loud being the one, like, targeting everyone? Like, I feel like no matter what, I genuinely have no idea how
I know.
I'd be able to track down a traitor.
Well,
I don't think I'd be a good faithful, and I don't think I'd be a good traitor.
Yeah, I know. I think I'd be bad at both.
But maybe I actually maybe would be a bad faithful. Maybe I'd be a better traitor.
I feel like you're really likable, so I feel like you'd be a good faithful.
I feel like you could be a sneaky traitor.
I feel like I could be a good traitor. I'm a terrible liar, but like, I don't know. I think I like to be in control.
Yeah.
So I feel like, at least if I'm a traitor, even if I'm a bad traitor, I have like mostly control of my own destiny.
Like, I feel like if we were in the game and you were a traitor and I was a faithful...
Oh, you would know I'm a traitor.
No.
What?
I feel like I wouldn't be able to. And I feel like we'd have this, like, alliance, and then right at the end, you'd be like...
I think I'd be okay until somebody came at me at the round table, and then I'd be like, you're right. Like, I would be like, I'd have no
I'm
defense.
lying.
I'd be like, you're great point, actually. Like, but anyway, back to the actual players who were playing. We were literally just talking about who we were guessing as the traitors. You said, that was like 10 minutes ago, you said Lisa, and you said, I actually put down Dorinda as a potential traitor.
Okay.
Because I was like, we didn't get to see a lot of her in the last season. I don't know much about her at all.
Yep.
But I was like, if she's agreeing to come back to another season and she got eliminated the first night, I feel like they would offer her that, like...
Is that obvious, though?
I mean, it was pretty obvious that Lisa was going to be a traitor.
That's so true.
The only...
We both predicted that.
So, I mean, I was like, maybe they'll make her a traitor because it's like, okay, you're coming back. You literally had no chance last year. Let's give you at least a chance.
Yep.
So I was like, maybe they'll make her a traitor. And then I was like, okay, they probably need to make a housewife a traitor because there hadn't been for like a couple seasons.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, but then now that we know who the traitors are, I'm like, there would be 3 housewives as traitors, and I feel like that would be kind of odd. So now I don't think she's... I don't think... Or they're just...
Or that's... Alan is really, really good at this game.
Do you think Alan actually chooses, though? He's the host.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I don't... Maybe he doesn't pick... Well, they definitely don't pick out of a hat.
No.
They definitely have...
They definitely cast for the traitors, I'm assuming.
You think that before... You think that when they're casting people, they already know who the traitors are?
I think they cast people who... I think they probably cast, like, 10 people who they're going to potentially make the traitor and then choose once they have the whole cast.
Fair. You know what? When I was going through the people trying to figure out who I thought the traitors would be, I had a ton of girl names.
Me too.
I was really struggling to find a guy.
I know there's
thought
so
could be
many
a traitor.
girls. I wrote Natalie Anderson.
Oh my god, I wrote her too. And then I erased her name. Because I had too many names.
Fair. I put her as, like, I literally, again, I don't know much about her. She's from Survivor, and she's done The Amazing Race.
Yep.
She won Survivor and was a runner-up on the All-Stars in
that's
Survivor. Why. And so I put, she's a potential traitor.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, she obviously didn't get picked as one of the our known traitors, but at the round table, I know we're kind of jumping all over the place, but whatever.
Please give us feedback.
No, don't give us
constructive criticism.
No, we'll get to it. But there's I'll just hint at it. There's a reason why I think she potentially could be one of the secret traitors still. I have her on my list as like who could be a secret traitor.
True, I guess like our list could still be
because she's a gamer, if we're gonna categorize them like that. And I feel like they don't have one in their traitors yet. They have housewives. They have Rob the Random, which we'll get to, and they have to have a gamer. And Ian went home, so and. Yeah, anyway, we'll get to it. I wrote a lot of potential traitors apparently. Wow. Oh, actually, yeah.
Wow.
I wrote a lot. I definitely had a lot of women first, and then I was like, okay, I need to pick a man.
Same. That's why you erased some girls down.
And then so for men, I wrote Jam Jam from Survival.
That's funny. I had him, but I didn't write him down.
I didn't write him down right away, but as soon as like this is before they picked any of the traitors, in that first like few minutes I was like, oh, he literally lied in the car. In the scene at the very beginning, he like lies in the car.
About what?
He's like, I couldn't be a traitor. Like I love the game of finding a traitor. And he was just like, I'd be such a bad traitor. And then it like flashes to him and he's like, I want to be a traitor.
Oh.
I was like, damn. I feel like he's potentially a traitor too.
When I was just going based on their photos and their like little abouts of them, I did have on my list. But then when I still was writing people down when they were in their cars and they were talking, because I'm like, I still feel like I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
So I need to just at least hear a little snippet, just something.
Right.
And then when he started talking, I was like, I don't know now.
Yeah.
And then it was between him and Ron, which is the comedian.
Ron?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I put Ron instead. Just
Okay.
from like my little bit of kind of
Getting
interaction with them.
That's fine. I was trying to be like strategic, being like, hey, one game or one, like I didn't really know.
Well, the craziest thing was I literally, Alicia, wanted to put Rob down on my list, but I was like, Alan would never pick Rob to be a traitor. From Love Island.
Yeah, I thought
that was the biggest.
That was the biggest shock.
I was like, whatever. Him, I was shocked.
I was shocked too.
But like good shock. That was like, thank you. I'm like, I need something that I don't know. I feel like it can be kind of predictable sometimes.
I didn't see it coming, but I'm happy with the result.
I think Rob's probably like, I'm stuck with these two.
No, literally. We're really all over the place. But when they're in the turret and he like pulls off his hood and they're like jumping up and down, like, and he's like
so monotone. No, but you know what? I think that this is gonna work really well for his game because the two girls are already like on everybody's radar.
Yeah, we'll get there.
True,
but another
maybe we need like a.
Anyway, there's a lot of people. I guess I'll tell you who I knew from who was going into this. Obviously, Mark. I didn't know. I know Stephen Coletti from One Tree Hill.
I didn't know him, but I actually put him down as a potential traitor.
I put him down as potential of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, because that could be good.
Because I was like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know how far he'll go on this season, but I feel like he could be a fan favorite. He's like, he wasn't in it much this episode, but there was a few moments where I was like, oh, I like what he's saying. Like,
I liked his character a lot in, I think it was honestly the second episode, which we won't obviously really talk about, but...
No, we're going to talk about episode
There
2.
was like, him during the game.
Yeah, during the game, he gave his shield.
Yes, and like, just like, his explanation behind it, and he's like, I don't know, in that moment, I'm like, I have not seen a lot of you, but... I already know enough about you to know that I like
so
you.
far, I like him, and I hope he sticks around, and part of me thinks no, he's not going to be the traitor.
He could be the secret one. I have him on my list.
Yeah.
But I'm also okay, I'm trying to go back, and this is just me thinking, Alicia, like we can totally cut this out. Like this is literally just but I'm trying to go back and think about like how traitors acted in past seasons. And a lot of the time, the traitors aren't the ones that are constantly coming up with names or like ideas or whatever. Like a lot of the time they're kind of sitting back and then just kind of bringing their ideas in with everyone else. So now I'm trying to like use that to see maybe who's kind of not like naming names right now.
The only problem I have with this is like with us trying to guess who the secret traitor is. It's like we're literally shown a produced show. Like yes, there wasn't so many people were like seemed quieter, not saying much, but it's because they didn't only showed us such a small part, right? Like they didn't really show us enough of everyone's personalities. They didn't show us enough conversations for us to actually know.
I know.
They're just showing us like the storyline they wanted to show us.
I know. But I think of like all the faithfuls that I knew in the past and how they acted, and I'm trying to just compare that to
I think
these
everyone
new
right
people.
now is doing a really good job. The cast is great. Like I think in season, like I've only watched season 2 and 3 of USA, but like they were very different seasons. Like last season to me, it was I feel like there wasn't much gameplay. It was really just get the big players out and like a lot of people sitting back and doing nothing at all.
Yep.
And like season 2, I feel like was let's get rid of people not doing anything. It was a lot of big personalities like fighting till the end.
Yep.
And I kind of hope it's more like season 2 because I personally enjoyed that more, like having all the big personalities, not big personalities, but people who are actively trying to play the game stay.
Those are the ones we want to see.
Like, I love when people voice their opinion. Like, I hate when people get targeted just because they had an opinion and they were wrong.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm like, what? They're just trying to play.
Yeah.
I also don't like when people just go for people who are being quiet either. Like Donna.
I know. Or like even Michael saying that to Rob in front of everyone, like calling him out.
I know.
And it's like, hey, it's the first night.
Yeah, no one knows each other. It's been like literally 24 hours,
like,
not even.
Let's relax. Chill. And yeah, not everyone in that room is an actor comedian that is going to be overly eccentric and like loud and happy to talk to everyone. Like Rob's a shy guy. Donna, a shy gal. Probably not like talkative in groups, but they'll probably make some pretty strong connections like one-on-one or like on their own there. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of worried for Donna's life, and I think it's so funny that literally not once but maybe 4 times people are bringing up Swifties don't come for me.
I actually thought it was hilarious that they kept that in because they didn't have to.
No, but not once. Like 3 times they brought up the Swifties. Like, I think that's so funny.
I don't know Donna's personality enough to know if she's actually just really shy or if, like, maybe that's just what she thinks the best gameplay is.
Yeah.
Like, I actually think she's really strategic, but I don't know if her strategy's good. Like, what I was kind of getting, not saying that it's bad, but, like, I think she thinks the best strategy is to be, like, the shy older lady, but I don't think that's, like, clearly backfired if that was her strategy.
Yeah. I think
think about her sons, like they're like huge personalities. Where did they get those personalities from?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think she's sneaky. This is why I'm thinking she's the secret traitor.
She also like is smirking so much. She'll be like,
I know. Well, also sometimes
she'll be if I was a traitor.
Sometimes, like when I see her sitting there at breakfast, I'm like, she looks like just so sad. And then she'll be like in her little interview, like, I'm surrounded by all these celebrities. Like, this is so cool.
I know.
Like,
do you think that's an act though? Like, she's been to Super Bowls. She's gonna be the mother-in-law of Taylor Swift.
I know. That's why Mama Kelsey. She's a little sus right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Like, I think she's playing.
I think she dodged a bullet at this last round table we had.
Oh yeah, I would have been so sad if she went home.
I would have too.
Because I just want to get to know her more.
Yeah,
personally, and like, but I was also thinking like. Even just like halfway through the episode, because I'm like, obviously I know she's Travis Kelce's mom and Travis is engaged to Taylor
Swift's mother-in-law,
and so then I was like sitting there and I'm like, do you think Taylor Swift and her family, like, and Travis, they're all doing a watch party?
1000%.
I was like, are we all watching Traitors at the same
time?
I
was thinking last night when I feel like there was this once again there was a scene with Mama Kelsey like just sitting there, and just the way she was sitting there like interacting, I'm like, I can just picture Jason Kelsey in my head like with everyone right now being like, Mom, look at you over there.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, they are having a watch party and we're all watching at the same time.
No, they totally are.
And then I was like, okay, so Taylor is obviously supporting her future mother-in-law watching Traitors. I'm like, oh my gosh, me and Taylor watching the same show. And then also what we know about Taylor is she's super devoted to people she loves and she'll get really into things that people love, right? She like learned football for Travis Kelce. So I'm like, if Mama Kelsey is on Traitors, she's going to like want to deep dive into Traitors too to support her. Yeah. So she might be looking up some info. Maybe she's watching our podcast.
That was like, I didn't know where you were going with that, but I like where it ended up.
So anyway, conclusion, Taylor knows who we are.
Yep.
I'm just
big fans. No, I literally wanted to text you in that moment during the round table because I was so stressed out, and I'm like, I cannot handle this loss this early on.
Yeah.
Because I hate losing good people right at the beginning. And I feel like with Traitors, you end up getting attached to so many people because there's so many of them, and you end up loving everyone that we're always just losing people that we like. People are just dropping like flies in this show.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really even talked about the Traitors yet, so before we get to
what have we been talking about?
This is chaos. This is pure chaos. But you know what? It's fine. This is how our brains work.
We haven't sat down with a microphone in a while.
Yeah, we're a little rusty, and we just love to chat, okay? So the Traitors, since let's get to the round table where they actually picked the Traitors, they pick Candace, who
Yeah.
Lisa, I put duh, and then Rob, R, and I said did not see that coming.
Yep. Yeah.
So far, out of the three, who do you think?
Rob is gonna go the furthest. Is that what you're gonna ask?
Yeah, like who do you think is the best?
Yeah,
traitor?
Candace. I don't think she's gonna last another 2 weeks, if I'm being honest.
I actually thought at the beginning, like right at the beginning when they like picked them, I was like, she's gonna be a good traitor.
She's
That's
annoying.
what- that's
She's
what-
annoying me so much now. So much.
I now think she is playing too much into that traitor role, and she's gonna get herself. I think she's pulled so much suspicion already.
Kind of scares me though, because she seems like the type that if she's going down, she's gonna bring down every traitor with her.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know. I think she's my least favorite traitor right now. Rob's just a shocking one. I'm excited to see what he does. I think he's the least expected, so he could make it the furthest. But all three of them have already had like little targets on their back. So I don't know. I feel like everyone's suspicious right now.
I don't think Rob really does though. Like, yes, Michael
Only
made
that one call out,
but that was also like literally 10 minutes in. He was just saying you're quiet.
Yeah.
And like I don't think that's a legit. Dylan was so quiet last season.
That's true.
Remember, I was like, oh, Rob's gonna be the Dylan for like Dancing with the Stars. I still think that's. I still see that
love
coming.
that.
Love
Love it.
But yeah, I actually think obviously Rob R, for who doesn't know him, he's from Love Island.
Can we just call him the Snake Wrangler? I can't with these Rob
Okay.
R. Who's the other? Oh, there's Rob
C.
Survivor.
from Survivor.
Okay, I probably won't be talking much about that, Rob. So
I actually like Rob C so far. I don't
I
know
have
from
him on my list of potential traitors.
I don't know him from Survivor, but again, from my little bit of research, apparently he didn't win. I think he came third,
Yeah.
but he was Jeff said that he was the smartest player to never win.
Oh,
And-
I did not know that.
Like, we didn't get to see much of him this first two episodes, but I did love that he, near the end of episode 2, when Candace started the Congo line, he was like, I think they're doing a murder in plain sight. I was like, yes, Rob. And then he was on the short list. I was like,
No,
no,
smart man.
I was really.
But he could be a traitor.
Why would he put himself on the short list? He can't. I don't think
He's not.
He is.
Him saying that though is putting the idea in other one's head, because him saying that didn't make me think like, oh, he's the traitor. But him saying that like puts the idea out there like he could still target other traitors. Because as long as the target's
No,
not
but
on his...
I thought he was on the list for murder.
Oh, was he?
Unless I got the wrong Rob.
No, it was Rob Snake Wrangler.
At this end of episode 2 though, in the card deck.
Oh. No, you might be right. It was. No, I'm confused.
Now I might not know which Rob he put.
No. That would make sense. I don't think they would have put Rob in the card deck, like Love Island Rob. That might have been a mistake on my part then.
It was late at night when I watched this, so it was past my bedtime.
But no, that was just something where if you've seen previous if people on the Traitors have seen other Traitors season, they know that murders happen in plain sight. They know that like weird stuff could happen. So him calling something like that out was actually really smart.
Yeah, that's why I don't want him to go, because I love people who are like smart like that. Kind of jumping ahead, like obviously we have our traitors, and then in episode 1 they have their first challenge where they do like the coffin challenge. I really like this challenge.
Okay, Alan's outfit.
Alan's outfit always though.
I know, but the coffin outfit was iconic. Awesome. I love him.
I love Alan. Like literally, even just the beginning of the episode, within like 10 seconds of the season starting, I was like, I'm obsessed already. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, this is my Christmas. Like,
I know.
I'm so excited.
And I don't know how every season gets more and more like, I don't even know what word to use, but it just gets more and more every season that and like, I don't know, maybe because, I don't know. Do you know what year the first season came out?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's like a bazillion traders now. Like every
That's
country.
true. I saw that there's a UK and a Canada one.
There's Australia. There's a million. There's so many. Maybe we can get on the Canadian one.
Oh, actually, there is one person on the Canadian one that I know.
Is the Canadian one like regular people? Oh, not that
No, it has
stars
some
are regular people, but like
There's some Netflix stars on it.
really?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. Did you ever watch? I can't remember if it was Too Hot to Handle, if it was another one. But Dom got with Francesca.
Oh, Dom's on
Traitors Canada.
He was on
He's the only one I think that I recognize.
he was on. It wasn't Too Hot to Handle. It was like that Netflix show that all of the dating people go on. It's Perfect Match.
Perfect Match, yep.
But he was from a competition show.
Yeah, he was on. It was a Netflix one.
It was like the one that they're like trying to sabotage the murder or sabotage the missions. The mole.
The mole. I was gonna say the rat. Something. It's like some animal.
Rat. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, he's the only one I know on that one. But
okay, but anyway, so like they have that challenge. I actually really liked this challenge. The first one's always in the water. I thought this was like one of my favorite ones from the first episode.
Yeah.
Them having to like put the coffins in people's name or in people's graves.
yeah,
I was like really sad because so these were the people that had the coffins in their graves, which means they were up for murder on episode 1. It was Ron, Rob R, Donna, Eric, Michael, Ian, Dorinda, Rob C, and Mark. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was trying to like I'm trying to use this to figure out who the secret traitor is, because I'm like the 4 people that were put up on the short.
No, I don't think this would work though, because obviously the secret traitor, if he's with his team.
No, but not like put the coffin in, but for the short list. Because he had to make a short list out of these names, remember?
Oh.
So he put up Rob, Ian, Mark, and Eric on the short list of those people.
Yeah.
Meaning he saved Dorinda, Michael, Donna, and Ron.
I have this weird feeling that it's Michael. I think it's so obvious because of how he's acting. But because of that, I'm weirdly starting to think that it might be him.
I don't know.
I think people would vote him out. I think he would have been voted out if it wasn't him, though.
No, I don't think he would have.
I don't think very many people like him.
No, he's being so annoying. But I don't think the traitor would put him up for. I don't think the traitor, if he's not the traitor.
Oh shit, he was on the list. Oh no, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't on the list. But if he is not the traitor is not going to get rid of him because he's so obnoxiously loud that people. He's like a shield basically for a traitor, right? Because like people are probably going to vote Michael out at a round table because he's so loud and so like big, and people are suspecting him. So why would he murder someone who's like a potential?
This is why I think he's a traitor, because. Maybe and like, I know people have been saying this, but maybe he's trying to be so obvious about it.
No, I think his personality is just exactly what he's acting
annoying.
like. And that's just who he is. So
yeah.
I think it's like...
I do enjoy seeing... Like, he is... I feel like he's been a pretty crucial character in the last 2 episodes. Like, it's been kind of fun to see him beefing people at the table.
I don't like him.
I think but I like
he got so mad when he walked up and his coffin was like in his grave. He got so angry, and I'm like, of course people are allowed to be like angry.
Yeah.
But like he literally said something so mean, and I'm like, it's obviously not personal.
I know when he swore, I was like,
yeah, that
does Peacock not cut swear words out?
He literally called someone like a super mean name, and I was like, what? Like what?
Okay, anyway. But I feel like we can't. Yeah.
I don't think he's a traitor.
This was a hard challenge because I don't think people necessarily were targeting. I feel like you don't know enough about people to be targeting them this early on. So I don't think people were necessarily getting targeted because people want them to die. I think it was just a matter of, well, we're not going to put it in any of ours. And this one already has one,
but I just mean for the short list. Like, I think putting the grave coffin thing was probably a mix of randomness and like whoever was controlling it, and whoever, unfortunately for some people, is like it was just the first coffins there, which kind of sucked for them.
Well, it was funny when Mark was like, "You guys really had to work for my coffin, eh?" Like the back corner.
But the short list makes me think like, why didn't they put up Ron, Donna, Dorinda, or like Michael? I think Michael is obvious because he's like a shield for like the round table.
Yeah.
But like putting Mark, whoever it is pretty smart, I think, or is like a game player mind, because they put up people who are threats, really. Like Rob, Ian, Mark, and Eric. I think all of them are like good game players. I was kind of sad to see. I don't know Eric at all. He's a K-pop star, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But like the few things that he had to say in his little clips, I was like, I like this person. He's funny.
Well, I felt bad because the team that did put it in his his coffin in his grave was literally like, oh, no one will actually kill him off. He's the nicest guy ever, so let's just put it in his. Like, they didn't do it as an attack. Like, oh my god, let's kill him.
I was sad with this short list because I knew obviously Rob wasn't going to go home. He's a traitor. And then Ian, Mark, and Eric were the options. And I was like, I don't want Eric to go because, like, I want to get to know him. He seems funny. Like, he seems like a good character. So I don't want him to go right away. I don't know him, so I want to get to know him. Mark, obviously, like, we're dancing with the stars.
We need to see a little more of him.
I wanted to get to know him more. And Ian made me sad, too, because, like, he's a good game player. He's entertaining. So I was like, oh, that sucks. Any of these three going, it's like, why? Like, why? So whoever put these up is smart.
Yeah.
They didn't just randomly, like, go for an easy... They easily could have put, like, Ron, Donna, Michael, and, like, I don't know, just someone easy just to, like, get someone who's maybe not a bigger player out right away. And that would have been, like, a smooth thing to do. So
I think who they voted out, I was very happy with. That was the one person I would have wanted to get voted out just because I don't know them that well. I obviously want to see people that I know go further.
I'm happy of the three... Unfortunately, not happy. I'm sad for Ian, especially after what Tiffany said at breakfast the next morning when she's like,
"What?"
She was like, "Oh, like he was really like coming out of his comfort zone to come here." Yeah. And then Colton. Oh my god, don't even get me started on Colton.
Colton. You know what? Actually, how have we not talked about Colton yet?
I know. Anyone whoever doesn't watch The Bachelor, which I'm assuming is a lot of people who watch Traitors don't watch The Bachelor.
That's true.
But Colton Underwood was a Bachelor, I don't know, maybe 6 seasons ago now. It's been a while. Like 5 years ago.
2013, 2014, or 2014, 2015.
Whoa, it's that long ago now?
I think I wrote down.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It feels like... I guess that makes sense. That was like peak Bachelor time.
Yeah. So he was on The Bachelorette for... Oh no. Wait, am I dumb? Oh no, that seems right. Yeah, no. He was on Becca's season of The Bachelorette, and then he had his own messy ending with The Bachelor, and... Now he has a husband and a kid. So Colton's had a whole lifetime since The Bachelor aired. So,
but yeah, Colton, I can't believe we haven't talked about him. But at breakfast, Tiffany says this thing, which I think is genuine. She was like, I feel bad for Ian because like he's a good guy and he like was coming out of his comfort zone, coming here again. Like,
I think it was also nice that they acknowledge the person leaving. Like, they didn't just brush it off like, oh, that sucks. Like, someone says something nice, like, that's nice to do.
Yeah, and then Colton's being like, that's really weird. Why is she saying all these nice things about him? I'm like, because they were on the same, like, they're from the same universe of TV. Like, they obviously have a bond. Like, she must know him personally. It's not that weird. It's like if we were on together and you got eliminated first, to be like, oh yeah, Lauren was so happy to be here and like this was her dream, and like someone be like, that's suspicious. Like, Colton, I'm not loving Colton right now. I'm gonna say that.
I don't have much to say about Colton. He's said a couple one-liners though that have made me cackle.
I just think he
wore this really funny small little tie one day.
Him, just a few of his comments, and then also like in episode 2, which we're kind of into now, I guess we've been all over the place, but during the challenge when they're like pushing the thrones or on the mission to put the thrones, he without a issue takes that shield and kicks a friggin' Lisa off the front. Doesn't even care at all. And like, not that it, like, of course you want to protect yourself, but like it's also about building relationships. So like his strategy was like, okay, go for gold the first few and then obviously get the shield. And I'm like, I don't know, like I think even Steven, who like gave his shield away, and who else, someone else gave their shield away.
There was a couple guys that did.
Yeah, a couple people gave their shield away in that mission to like women. Not saying that you have to give your shield, but like I think it's those things are smart too, because you're building trust, you're building friendship. Like
you're also competing in these challenges together.
Yeah,
like,
and there's only 3 shields, so like yeah, it's nice to be like, oh, I'm gonna sleep safe, but like there's 20 one other people, or I guess with the 19 other people, like there's still like huge pool. Like you're still pretty safe if you don't get a shield.
Yeah.
Not safe, but like it's not like the odds are way against you. So I think it showed me a lot about Colton, that he like without hesitation was like, I'm getting a shield. Because that's who Colton is.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't even remember. I knew Colton, obviously, when he was messing up on The Bachelor. I don't know much of him now. I feel like I haven't seen an actual, like,
and then
I don't know much about his character. Like, I haven't seen.
Did you what? I'm just going off of literally this episode.
I'm just talking about, like, before. Like, I didn't really know what to expect from him. And I mean, I don't really think much of him right now on it. Like, if he were to stay, great. If he goes home, great. Like, he's one of those people that if he's a traitor, I'm gonna be pissed. But other than that, he's kind of just like one of those floater players right now. But he's someone I forgot. Like, he's someone we both, I guess, knew going into this too.
We've seen him jump a fence or two.
That was Colton?
Yeah.
I get him and Clayton confused all the time.
I know, because they literally had back to back to back to back. Like, they had, like, Colton.
They were all, like,
Clayton.
26-year-old white men who were, like, same height, same build.
Ex-football player.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't even know.
Dorinda makes it to her first breakfast. It's so funny because I was like, okay, like, I want to see Dorinda, like, have a chance to play. And then every time they, like, pan to her in these episodes, she's like, guys, what do we do? Guys, what do we do? Someone tell me what to do.
Dorinda's not going to last long.
Or she's the secret traitor.
True.
So, yeah, Ian was unfortunately the first one murdered. Which I hope he gets another chance to come back, because I feel like anyone that gets murdered the first night or two should, like, have a second chance to come back.
Yeah, he seemed kind of sad too when he was getting his letter.
Well, I just think, like, when you're one of those, like, game players, it just sucks. Like, you just have a target on your back.
Yep.
It's an easy out. It's like, who do we get rid of? Oh, someone who's done well in a competition game before. But I think that's an easy out.
I feel like the secret traitor is gonna be able to get. Actually, no. I was gonna say I feel like the secret traitor is gonna be able to get better insight to who the traitors are, but it's gonna get to the point that the traitors are gonna keep getting lists, and there's gonna be one name that's never on these lists, so they're probably gonna be able to figure out somewhat soon.
True.
Because I was originally thinking maybe the traitor will put themselves on the list to not be suspicious, but that is such a risky move.
Well, because they can't be murdered.
That's true. That's true. But that was my mindset. I was like, oh my god, what if one of the 4 names on the list are the traitor? But no, it's going to get to a point where it might be a little easier for them to at least narrow it down.
True.
But, I can't even remember. Where were we talking?
We were talking about, like, the mission. We've been talking about everything. But yeah, like, the mission with who took the shields.
Yep.
And, like, yeah, Jam Jam took one from Mara. And I'm like, that was a little, like, not that I think Jam Jam needs a shield, because he's also, it makes sense for any of the gamers to be, like, wanting a shield early on, because, again, easy targets, easy to be like, let's just get those big players out right away.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand why he needed a shield, but it also could be a traitor move it also could be, let me take away a shield.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing, is traitors taking shields so that they look like they need one.
But also it's like kind
safe.
of like, it's kind of it's a risky to be like, let me take a shield if there's only 3, because then it puts that, like, why do you want a shield so bad, you know? But I guess Michael also really wanted the shield.
Some people go crazy for shields.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know. I hope Michael's not a traitor.
found in... Actually, I can't even remember the 3rd season now. But the 2nd one's the most recent one I watched. But people were shield hungry in the 2nd one.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but that's because it was very, like,
that one,
big players,
that was
right?
big
People were
gameplay.
outspoken. People,
like, yeah.
That's why season 3 to me, as much as, like, I did enjoy it as a whole, like, it just felt kind of like a lot of quiet people.
Yep.
Coasting to the end, and then being like, I remember Chriselle being like, I really need a shield. I'm like, Chriselle, you don't need a shield.
Shut up.
Michelle, go. You don't need a
Shut
shield.
up.
You need to go sell some houses. Like,
Yeah. So true. Yeah. So,
but yeah. Anyway, going into like I guess the round table.
of
People-
the first or the second episode?
Well, there's no round table in the first episode. The first episode there wasn't a round table.
Oh yeah.
In the first round table of the season, which is in episode 2.
Oh, at the beginning. Okay, yeah.
Everyone's like kind of the words going around that Donna is the
That
secret traitor.
round table gave me so much anxiety. And I got to a point where if I was at that table, I don't know who I would have voted for. I was getting so convinced by everyone.
See, I was like kind of upset because I'm like, going for Donna just seems like the weak move. Which is funny because maybe she's the secret traitor and
But this
I'm
is
getting
what people
fooled.
are thinking. They're like,
But
she totally could be, but it's unexpected.
But that's why I'm kind of like, I feel like going for her is just the easy out. It's like the quiet,
Is it
like
though?
older woman. She must be the traitor. She's the perfect traitor because she's just quiet. She doesn't said a lot. I'm like, she's just like, I feel like that's the easy out. Like, go for someone like else who's been speaking up. Like, that's why I really liked that Ron said something. So I guess Natalie starts the round table calling out Donna. And this is where I thought Natalie could be the secret traitor.
Yeah.
Because she was giving very calculated, not genuine to me. It didn't feel very like, I have this really good reason that Donna's the traitor. It gave, I'm a traitor, and I need to come up with a story about somebody else right now. And that's what it gave to me. It just felt very like gameplay-y, not in a bad way. Like, I respect it.
Yeah.
Like, I like her so far, but it gave more. This is a move, not. Like, this is a strategy, not a like a. I actually think Donna.
I feel like that's really risky of a traitor to do at the first round table, though. Because the one thing is that if you are saying a name and then they for some reason turn out to not be a traitor, whether you like it or not, the target goes back to your back.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
I think
yes, sometimes no, but like that's what I worry for Ron.
yeah, but that's why I think Natalie is smart in that way though, because it wasn't like she just pulled this out of nowhere. She didn't come to the round table and just like blurt out a name. She's been like in conversations and people have been saying Donna. Everyone's been saying Donna. She was just kind of like the voice that we saw.
Yep.
And so I'm like, that's kind of smart because she's taking everyone's opinion and like using it to her advantage, opposed to like, let me come up with a name.
That's actually a good point.
Whereas like Ron, I don't worry for her as much because everyone thought Donna going in, or a lot of people. So it's not like, why did you think that? Why would you do that? Whereas like Ron speaking up, unfortunately, him speaking up and not saying things earlier now puts like a target on his back, which is so silly because again, just seems like, oh, someone had an opinion and now they're wrong, they're the traitor. Like that's just so like
I think this early on, no. But I think if this was like 7 episodes in and there's people pointing fingers, then yeah, if someone's pointing fingers and that person doesn't end up being the traitor, the fingers are going to get pointed back.
Yeah, but
it's
anyway.
way too early on now. Because yeah, people are...
But I did think that they, like, Ron had, obviously Portia ended up being a faithful, but like she did say those things.
Yeah, she was.
And like, I'm so sorry, but if someone was sitting here saying, I killed Ian, there's 4 traitors, I'd be like, in that world when you don't know a lot, of course you're gonna take that.
See, my issue with being a faithful is I think my brain would just say stuff and people would hold on to it and I would just not realize what I'm saying.
But the 4 traitors things was weird because like not like in other seasons there's been 3. You never really know how many. There's not always 4 traitors.
And so there is a bigger group though this year, isn't there?
I don't know. But yeah,
But even if she was the secret, well, I guess in this, they don't know if she was the secret one or the real one, but we know that she would have been the secret traitor, so the secret traitor wouldn't have known that there were 4.
True. That's true. That's a good point, yeah.
So, oh my god, I love that. I love how we don't know who one of the traitors are. This is so much fun.
Yeah. And then Candace speaks up for Portia. Which at first I was like, why is she doing that? Like, why is she like... But then I'm like, oh, she's a housewife. Like, it'd be more weird if she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then Michael starts his thing on... Who's he even going after?
I can't even remember.
I feel like I don't even know. He basically just started a plot for himself there.
He was going at, because this was because there was that situation where Michael made a comment about the
Oh,
housewives.
about the housewives.
So then one of the housewives brought it up, and that was actually really, this was before the round, or no, maybe it was after the round table, because it was during the second episode. But when, like, that Michael and, like, a couple of them are talking in that one room, and then he was, like, asking her about it, like, when did I say this? And then she was like, well, so-and-so said it. And then the whole group of people from that room just flood into the other room, and everyone's beefing, and everyone's watching. That I love. Yeah. And I love how they're doing that all together, like, so early on.
Yeah, that was really risky for Candace to do. This is why I think, like, unfortunately, I don't think I think Candace will be the first traitor out.
Yeah.
Because she did way too much to, like, expose herself or make herself, like, even if it doesn't seem that traitory, like, anything you do right now could be traitor behavior. And yeah, her doing that right away, like, making that lie that, like, easily could be shared. And then also her with the Congo line. I know we've brought this up, but, like, they have the traitors in this after the round table, after they ultimately, I guess, get Portia out, she's a faithful, which honestly, I was like, I had no feelings yet towards Portia, so it was okay. I really just didn't want Donna to go yet. So the traitors have to kill in plain sight, which is always, like, so stressful.
They never do it this early on.
I thought they do.
I thought it was usually, like, kind of later on in the season. That I was like not expecting this so quick.
I feel like in season 2 they did it, like, early with, like, the chalice.
Was it early?
It's definitely not late. Like, there's a lot of people left.
Yeah. The chalice, that was a hard one.
I feel like this was harder.
Well, no. They just had to sit down.
They had to get cards out of a picture frame and then bring it to a room and burn it. Which I guess is, like... And then...
Well, I thought the chessboard was included in it.
No. That was just a distraction.
Oh.
So they had to, like, basically...
That worked for me. I was thrown off.
Yeah, the traitors had to find, or had to get the cards from the kitchen. It was behind a photo.
Yeah, which that stressed me out because Rob was good at first, and then he just sat there and was flipping through them while people are walking in the hallway.
I know, I'm like, how did that... there must have been, like, editing to make it seem
There
more...
must have been.
But then having to, like, talk to your fellow people and then, burn it in that room, that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, drinking out of a chalice is, I get, it's like this old dirty chalice, so that was tough, but I'm like, getting someone to take a sip of something's not that hard.
But when everyone has their own cups already,
True. But
and
also,
it's a weird, but I guess if you're not expecting something weird to happen, then it's whatever.
But the thing is, I remember in season 2 when they did it, they told them about what the plot was, right? So at breakfast, they were like, they murdered in plain sight, and this is what they had to do. They say it, like, they don't give, like, they said something about the chalice. They were like, yeah, someone took a sip of a poison or something, right? Like, they say
Wasn't it? There was one where someone, I feel like, got hugged or got kissed or something I think in season 3 was
Maybe.
the one.
Yeah, because
but no, it seems like they do something different every season, which is nice. I like how it is always different. And
I was a little worried for Rob in this for a bit because, like, he was in the kitchen and I knew they were gonna say something. They'll probably say something about the kitchen when they tell everyone how someone was murdered. And I'm like, Rob's in the kitchen, like, he's doing it, so they're gonna be like, oh, maybe it was Rob. But then Candace pulls out and honestly, the Congo line, I was like, there's 2 people in the kitchen. Like, you're literally bringing people towards the kitchen. Everyone's in the bar.
The Congo line was the most suspicious thing she could have done.
Yeah, that was, she tried to take one for the team, but I think she took herself out.
100%. Even though the Congo line wasn't even what needed to be done. Just her doing that put, such a target on her back.
Yeah.
Especially after Rob said something.
Yeah. And then, Rob getting the shortlist that had Rob C, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Monet, Tara, and Kristen. So, like, that's an interesting shortlist to me.
Yeah.
Because Kristen's the top chef.
Yeah.
Tara...
I actually had Kristen as my potential traitors.
I feel like she's too quiet. Tara is an Olympian.
Yeah.
With
she's a
figure skater. And... Monet and Rob C. And I'm sad because I don't I don't want to see Rob C go because I think he's smart.
So we can already kind of narrow this down a little bit. There's 4 people on this list. There was 4 people yesterday, and there's 3 traitors. So that puts 8, 9, 10, 11 people who can't be the secret traitor.
True.
Which leaves us with like 10 who could.
Yeah. True. It's Yam.
Plus 2 people
Jam,
are
Jam,
already
sorry.
voted out. Or 1 person, I guess, got voted. Oh, no, 2 people are out.
Yeah.
Dude, we could figure this out. Watch how it probably shows it in the 3rd episode.
I honestly hope they don't show it in the 3rd episode because I don't want to find out right away. I don't want to find out yet. Like,
I
they
want
need
to
to
find out when they find out.
So it's either Natalie, Jam, Mark. No, Mark was already on the list, so it's not him. Steven.
Steven is the One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
I have him on my list.
Ron.
Do we think it's a boy? Because there's already 2 girls.
I mean, I feel like it probably is, even though that's just kind of hilarious that we're like, it has to be 2 girls and 2 boys, but probably. It could be Donna, it could be Mara, and it could be Dorinda. There's a lot of people left. It could be Tiffany.
True. Okay.
But anyway, who out of those 4 would you like? I don't really want to see any of them go, but who do you think will go?
To be honest, I'd like Rob to stay because I want to see more of his play.
Yeah.
And he's the only one I think I would care to stay right now. I don't know enough about the others, and I didn't really like see much of them in the first 2 episodes.
Wait, I might have wrote this list all wrong. Oh wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong episode. Yeah, okay. So yeah, between Rob, I don't want to see Rob go because I think he's smart. I think that I love having like a smart player. It's entertaining and like a big player. Monet, I don't want to see go yet. I think she's a good character. I want to get to know her more. I don't really care about Tara.
No.
Not because nothing against her. We just haven't seen anything of her yet.
Nothing that
And I don't think she'll be like a super big player, but I could be wrong because again, we haven't really seen anything from her yet. Kristen, again, like she could be a good player, but we don't know enough.
I think she's someone who probably has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But if she is going to show it, it's not going to be till later on if she's still around later on.
Yeah. I think Tara, or maybe I'm saying it wrong, Tara, but
I think I'd be happiest to actually, I don't care who goes home, but I would like to see Rob stay just to see what he can do. And to see what
I
he's
think
kinda
Monet would be
capable
a really good character too.
Monet is from RuPaul's, right? Yeah.
I think she'll be
I love how
strong.
they always have a RuPaul's.
I also like that she's flipping from drag and not drag.
Yeah.
Kevin is his name, and I looked up his pronoun. So in drag, she or he says she.
Okay.
And then when it's Kevin, he said he goes he or she.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, okay, no, that's good to know.
He's been flipping, or she's been flipping from like being Kevin and being in drag, so.
Oh, I guess. Okay, yeah.
But I think she was just in drag at the beginning, from what I remember. I don't think she's been in drag since like.
I've only seen her in drag, I think, now. But now I don't know, I feel like I missed a lot in the 2nd episode that like
I think she was only in drag when she first got to the castle.
Yeah.
And then ever since it's like Kevin has been playing, from what I know.
Maybe I've been very confused then.
But yeah, anyway, I want Monet to stay. And then between Tara and Kristen, I think I'd prefer Kristen to stay. But
yeah. Either one, yeah.
I feel like the Traitors might just go easy. I feel like they might go because they got a big player out last week.
I don't think that player they got out was that big.
But Ian's a huge player. He's like probably one of the biggest. You just don't know him. You can't say that.
You're right. Okay, but I don't think he's a big, based off of what I've seen of the Traitors so far, episode 1 and 2, episode 1, I don't think he was big enough to make an impact, but it is still early on, so I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been.
But he's like one of the best game players. So like
he kept very low key then, because that wasn't the impression I got.
He was in there for 1 episode.
I know.
We saw like 5 seconds of it.
For people on the show who don't know him well or at all,
but
like they're just judging it based on.
I think most people know he was a good.
I don't know. Freaking Maura walked in there like, I don't know any of you.
Yeah, but Maura doesn't know anybody. Maura's like playing. Maura's either playing really dumb or she's also from the UK though, so why would she have watched all these US shows?
That's true.
But anyway, I'm just happy with this cast so far. I think it's gonna be really good. I'm hoping yeah, I don't know. I'm just so excited for episode 3. Let us know what your thoughts of the episode 1 and 2 have been so far. Don't spoil 3 for us yet, or anyone in the comments, even though I'm sure people have watched it.
Yep.
We're going to be back with episode 3 probably within the next few days. That will be out. Unfortunately, Lauren's leaving. But she'll still be in the episodes, but she will be back home for the next few weeks. So she will be here with us virtually.
Yeah. Alicia will still be in our space, though.
Yeah.
So you'll still be able to recognize it. We're still going to be better than ever. And we still want to hear your thoughts, your comments, everything. Please chat with us.
Yeah, we love it. Give us a like, give us your comments. We literally love watching people's opinions. And subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. That helps us out a lot too.
Yeah.
And anyway, we're so happy to be back, and we'll see you in a few days.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.